Hello, fellow YouTubers. It is us, it is we, the WWE Review Guys. I'm Scott. This is
Chris. How are you?
And we're here to discuss the ECW January 1st, 2008 show. Last night. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody.
We would like to begin first by thanking all of our subscribers and friends and people out there. We really appreciate your support and your watching and whatnot. And keep watching. Hopefully we'll continue to make you happy. Because happiness is our primary
That's what we're
concern. On to the show. By the way, I was very excited to see the show because this has been 2 weeks. I didn't see last week's ECW because I was busy with Christmas stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't much to watch. It was
But
like a year in review.
It was something to watch.
Yeah.
And I missed it. Darn it. But this week it was nice. It was nice to see everybody back again. The show started with something that I'm kind of glad they started with. A little bit of talking, a little bit of kind of story development, or at least character development in a way. Chavo and Punk each Chavo explaining why he was so hard on Punk last week, and then Punk explaining, hey, if you want my title, it's here, come and get it. Which I thought was nice. I like to see Punk is kind of...
That was clever.
He can be a little bit of a jerk at times, but I think it's fine. I mean, if someone's being a jerk to you, you should be a jerk back.
He should be a jerk back, so I wouldn't really consider him being a jerk. He's doing what he should do. I mean,
right.
If someone was coming out into the ring and bad-mouthing me, I would do the same thing. I didn't really have a problem with this. I thought it was interesting. I still don't understand why they're picking Chavo Guerrero to fight CM Punk. That's a bit odd, but...
Right, and then Estrada says at the end of their little talk, he says, if you want to be the #1 contender, you have to fight CM Punk. So I thought that was a little bit of a, why fight the #1 contender, or why fight to fight? Fight Punk to fight Punk? I was afraid they're going back into their little ECW, going into the same rivalries, the same matches week after week. So that was an unusual choice, but... we'll talk about the match when we get there. We'll go in order. The next thing that happened was Miz Morrison and Layla fought
Jimmy Wang Yang,
Shannon Moore, and Kelly. I've got it right here, okay?
No, you were stuttering.
Anyway, I thought it was a fairly fun match. I do need to discuss... We had a comment about the pants of all of the...
You had a comment about the pants.
No, I happen to like Shannon Moore's pants.
I happen to like Kelly's lack of pants. That's what I was...
Right. But then you had a comment about the Miz's pants.
Oh, yes. Very good. Thank you for reminding me.
See, you forgot all about it. That's why I write these things down.
Folks, one of the issues that I have with The Miz, and I have a lot of issues with The Miz, but one of them that I have is his wardrobe. I don't know how many of you out there know who the Little Rascals are, but The Miz kind of reminds me of Spanky. His wardrobe, it looks like something that a little kid would wear, basically.
They're very large, they're very baggy, they have patches all over them.
It's kind of dumb. He needs to work on his wardrobe. But then again, Morrison's isn't much better. I mean,
no, hey,
Miz's is a little less gay.
Hey, that bothers me, and I wish you would stop it.
Get over it.
I take back my Happy New Year well wishes.
All right, whatever.
The match ended with Jimmy Wang Yang pinning The Miz, winning for their little group. I was watching very closely to see if there would be any reaction from Morrison, because this is the second time that The Miz and Morrison have lost when The Miz has gotten pinned. So I'm thinking, is this it? Are they sowing the seeds of their, their falling out?
Not yet. It's still too soon for that. That could happen sometime down the road. It's still a little too early for that to happen, because I don't think Jimmy Wang Yang and Shannon Moore are good people to give the belts to in place of Morrison and The Miz.
I think they're fine though.
They're all right, but they're not just. I mean, there's so many other tag teams out there that they could give it to, and Jimmy Wang Yang and Shannon Moore just aren't quite. I don't know. There's something about them that doesn't fit. So I don't think the whole Morrison Miz falling out is going to happen so soon. It'll be down the road, but not quite yet.
My fingers are crossed. I can't wait till later.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The next thing we saw was Colin Delaney. Remember young
Colin Delaney was back.
Good old Colin. I don't know where he comes from, but I'm fond of the poor fellow. They made him fight Big Daddy V, which is just wrong.
Which is basically not even a fight. It's basically just
Yeah.
killing 10 minutes of the show.
Poor kid. There's really nothing to say about that. I just hope Mr. Delaney's okay. He got stepped on by a giant
Lord ass.
Alright, fine. The next thing we saw, Shelton Benjamin came out and fought. I wrote his name down, James Curtis. Do you want to say what he really was? He was a
random jobber. So, folks, let's just recap so far. 3 matches in the show so far. 2 of them pointless matches against jobbers.
Right.
I mean, that's it. I mean, there's not much to say about this match, and the only thing I have to say is that the WWE is complaining about the lack of superstars and the lack of potential wrestlers they have on ECW, but they're not using any of them. You took 2 of your matches on your show when you put jobbers in the matches, when you got guys like Kevin Thorne, Elijah Burke, Balls Mahoney, Tommy Dreamer, all these guys that are just sitting there doing nothing. I mean, and put them in the matches. Quit having all these jobber matches. They're stupid and they're boring.
Benjamin is somebody that we're supposed to be getting excited about.
Exactly, and you can't get excited about him when all he's doing is fighting random jobber after random jobber. You need to put him in a match against somebody. Put him in a rivalry of some kind.
Very, very well said.
Well, it bothers me.
Oh, well, you're right. You're right. Final match of the night: Chavo Guerrero versus CM Punk for Chavo's status.
Number 1 contender spot.
What did you think? It was a nice, healthy match.
It was a healthy match. It was an interesting match. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the direction that they're going with this. I figured if they were going to have Chavo fighting CM Punk at the Royal Rumble, they would have had Chavo winning this match. Maybe it'll happen next week. He'll probably get another shot because it's probably going to end up being Chavo against CM Punk at the Royal Rumble. But it was just weird the way it ended. It could have ended a little bit better. It's your typical ECW show. It's just they're wasting so much potential on nothingness in ECW. I don't know how to explain it.
I thought the last it was a little out of character in my book for a main event. I always find the ECW main events very exciting, very well done, and I don't know. I guess because Chavo just isn't exciting to me. Punk, I've expressed my I like him a lot, but it just wasn't an amazing match. Just kind of left me going,
Yeah, it was just a so-so match. It could have been better.
So to wrap up the show, or to wrap up our little talk about the show, Miz and Morrison, of course, lost again, sadly. Poor Colin Delaney lost again. Poor fella. I hope you have a happy New Year, Colin. I hope this is a good 2008 for
He's
Colin
getting paid.
Delaney.
He's having a great New Year.
I guess. Shelton Benjamin beat
Shelton Benjamin beat Random Jobber.
And then Punk beat Chavo by countout.
Yeah.
So it was an okay show. Like I said, well, okay, it really wasn't an okay.
It wasn't an okay show.
2 jobbers, but the Colin thing at least gave us some levity,
comic relief.
But yeah, 2 jobber matches. The last match kind of left me uneasy, and yeah. So hopefully next week will be a little bit stronger.
So there you have it, folks. That is our ECW review for January 1st, 2008. Quick note. It's a new year, so we're going to start a new custom here for the WWE Review Guys. We are going to start issuing our random YouTube Shooter of the Month awards. And the way this is going to be decided is based on your comments or responses to us. So whoever we hear the most from, whoever gives us the most feedback or the most ideas, is going to be our YouTube Shooter of the Month. So
we will profile you and send people your way.
Help you out. Like many of you have helped us out. Again, thank you to all our subscribers.
Again, thank you.
So there you have it. That's it for this show. Tune in later in the week where we bring everyone our SmackDown review. Peace, everybody.